Alrighty then. Are we good? I believe we are. Are we good? I don't know if we're good or not. Alright, I guess we're good. Maybe? Nothing's... Nothing is showing. Here we go. We are good, ladies and gentlemen. A few technical issues. Setting up the stream. But now, I'm good. So, we're going to do a poll to start this off, which is, do you like Robert Downey Jr., or RDJ as people call him, as Dr. Doom? We're going to start the poll. We're going to see what happens. Do you like Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Who? Not Doctor Who, Dr. Doom. Because that's the big thing that happened since the last stream was RDJ being announced as Dr. Doom. So yeah, we're talking about the Comic-Con stuff while I'm finishing the DeLorean. We got a few bags to get through. So I was thinking, wait, what happened to the last few bags? Well, in short, basically, I did a little off-stream building because I thought, right, it took me a while to get those first 3 bags done. I figured you guys might be a little bit bored by me watching the middle part. Figured, let's just jump into what everyone wants to see, which is the ending, right? And what my next live stream set is going to be. So, obviously, we're talking about Comic-Con. We got to talk about Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom. Now, I did a full video, which was sort of my initial reaction. So, given time, what do I think? I still think it's a good decision, right? Plot-wise, it's a little weird, but at the same time, I like to view myself as an optimist on different things, and the prospect of Marvel bringing back their biggest actor to play a villain. So, I watched Oppenheimer, right, from last year. It was a fantastic movie. It really was. And honestly, probably an unpopular opinion, Robert Downey Jr. was my favorite part of the movie. Right? He delivered such a great performance in that movie. And I get it, you know. Robert Downey Jr. wants to do a victory lap. He's won an Oscar. And Marvel now is like, well, we now have one of our guys go on to win an Oscar. You know, I've seen people joke around saying that they're going to start paying him in private islands, which would be pretty funny, but okay, my perspective on him being Doctor Doom specifically. I think that it'll allow him to give an interesting performance. I mean, I think his Comic-Con entrance was fantastic and is going to go down as, regardless of how the role goes, I think that moment of him being announced as Doctor Doom is going to go down as one of the most iconic Comic-Con moments, I think. Because you have a Marvel big time, right, who retired from the role, now returning as the big villain, right? And I get it. People are saying, oh, this is so cynical, you know. They're just doing it for the money. And I mean, yeah. But at the same time, right, everyone's like, oh, no, he's just going to be Tony Stark, not Doctor Doom. They outright say there's only one man who can play Victor Von Doom, right? So I'm okay with it, but right, this opens up the potential for some incredible performances, right? Looking at it from a pure technical standpoint, I'm not a big Tom Holland Spider-Man guy. I think he was good in No Way Home, but I don't really care for him for the rest of Marvel. But this could open up the potential for Tom Holland to deliver his best performance. Right? I could legitimately see his performance maybe even topping his No Way Home performance, right? It's such a simple move, but at the same time, right, story-wise, it would be an interesting one. So, I'm open to it. Plus, I love to see when actors that we would normally associate with playing the hero just wind up playing the bad guy. It's fun, in my opinion, right? And who knows? Everyone's like, oh, is Robert Downey Jr. capable of doing this? I think he might be. I mean, look, the guy's my favorite Sherlock Holmes. That's a fact I've said in a couple of videos. So, I don't mind him playing an international character. I think it'll be interesting to see where that goes. I really do. Alright, so Captain America 4. Should have been called New World Order, but it's called Brave New World. What do you guys think about that title, by the way? Do you think it should have been, they should have stuck with New World Order? But, yeah. I mean, the part I'm looking forward to the most is Harrison Ford. Right? That's some impressive casting right there. Right? Because we're getting one of the biggest actors to ever walk the earth kind of doing a repeat slightly of one of his roles. Harrison Ford already played the President of the United States. He played the President of the United States in the movie Air Force One, which was a very good movie in my opinion. But look, I know the Red Hulk is a big thing in Marvel, but at the same time, I don't know. It feels like we're getting a bait and switch. But, right, I think I said last stream that we need to be paying attention for who the VP is, right? Who is Ross's VP? Oh, sorry, Harrison Ford. Who is Harrison Ford's VP? And because I think that's going to be a very important question, and I think it's going to be Val, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, I think is how you pronounce her name. If you're like me, you know her from Christmas Vacation. But, right, during the Thunderbolts panel, she said that she is power hungry, right? Doesn't get much more power hungry than Vice President. And I think that's the direction that this is going, right? Because to bring real life examples into this, we have had a CIA director become VP, right? Just looking at it from a pure historical standpoint, this has happened already. So it's not a crazy thought. Okay, so, right, moving on to other stuff. We also found out by the way, did you guys know Giancarlo Esposito is going to be in this movie? Now, apparently he's in Breaking Bad, and I am going to be honest here. I've only gone past episode 1 of Breaking Bad. I know, shame on me. But, if you're like me, you've seen him in The Mandalorian. And he was very good in those first 2 seasons. I haven't actually seen the newer seasons of The Mandalorian, but he's very good in those first 2 seasons. So, it'll be interesting to see him in this movie, right? He's playing an obscure character called Sidewinder. I think he described the character as let me make sure I got this right. The leader, did he use the term king? I say he used the term king of the Serpent Society, which is a weird pick, but I mean, all right. I think some people thought he should be Doctor Doom, or there's a lot of things going around for him to be Magneto. Honestly, it's just kind of interesting that they're coming with him as this potential one-off character. But either way, it'll be interesting. Who knows? Maybe Sidewinder will go on to be a recurring character for the street level. Okay, so where does this go? Okay, so that goes like that. Okay. So there we go. Which means, yes, I completed a side. Alright, so other news, Thunderbolts still happening, still titled The Thunderbolts. I mean, I don't know, really. I don't really have an opinion on the Thunderbolts. Because on the one hand, right, it's an interesting idea, sort of Black Ops Avengers. But at the same time, it's taking potential people away from the Avengers. I mean, they're not going to put, Bucky, for example. He's not going to be on the Thunderbolts and the Avengers. I don't know. It'll be interesting. I think the asterisk that's in the title of the movie is probably supposed to be... so the movie gets changed to be the Dark Avengers, I think is what it's going to be. But, I mean, we got official confirmation that the Marvel Comics character, the Sentry, is in the movie. That's really about it. We got a fun skit with David Harbour dressed up as... we got a full skit of David Harbour dressed up in his new Red Guardian outfit. And a funny skit involving him saying, why weren't, we said we were going to dress up, why are you lying to me? Why'd you lie? That was a funny skit. I thought it was kind of enjoyable. It was a short one-off and kind of a bait and switch, because at this point I think people expect some Marvel character in an upcoming project to be dressed up in costume, in character. And I think they're like, oh, let's do a bait and switch. Let's do David Harbour, Red Guardian, make everyone think this is the case. But then, boom, we're going to pull out Robert Downey Jr. and do the same thing later. Okay, so I get that. At the same time, that was about the highlight of the panel, because a lot of it got uploaded onto YouTube, so I watched that, ultimately. I skipped anything to do with Deadpool. I've not seen Deadpool yet. No spoilers for Deadpool will be found in this live stream. At least hopefully not in the comments anyway. But yeah, I skipped anything to do with Deadpool, which luckily wasn't too much. So yeah, it was pretty interesting to watch it, but I mean, yeah, not really much about the Thunderbolts to talk about. You know, we're probably not going to get anything big in that movie. Maybe something big happens for the Winter Soldier. I think a lot of people are speculating that the movie will see them kill off Bucky Barnes. I don't know. I think he honestly, this is an opinion a lot of people have said on the internet. I think he should have been the next Captain America, right? There's more story there. I don't know. That's just my opinion on that. But, I mean, who knows? We'll see. But I have a feeling he's probably going to be one of the ones that sticks around after Secret Wars. The actor, not the interpretation of the character. Who knows? Maybe after Secret Wars, he becomes the new Captain America. Maybe that will be how a full redemption arc goes. So we'll see. But yeah, not too much to say on Thunderbolts. Except I think the movie's probably going to be Dark Avengers. That's what I think the asterisk is. Some people are saying Thunderbolts versus... I heard one guy on YouTube say Thunderbolts versus not Dark Avengers, Young Avengers. I don't know. At this point, I think and here's my opinion on Young Avengers, I think out of any Marvel project that's getting thrown in the can, I think the Young Avengers is on that list, right? Because not a lot of the ones that they've actually set up for the team are very popular. You know, the announcement that this was actually kind of happening came a little bit dead on arrival, I would say. But yeah, I think if any project were to get canned, well, okay, I'll get to more cans later, but I think Young Avengers is probably one that we won't see. Okay, this ain't lining up. Why ain't this lining up? Okay. Okay, well, I think I'm just looking at it wrong. So, yeah, that's one detail that I think is interesting. We'll see where that goes. We also got the big thing of the night was actually Fantastic Four. I haven't talked a lot about Fantastic Four, mainly because I saw the first two, and I was like, they were okay movies. Sorry, I saw all of them except for the Roger Corman movie. So, you know, I was interested. Also, a little bit weird casting picks. You know, I've seen across animation and obviously movie portrayals, different interpretations of Reed Richards. I didn't really think Pedro Pascal, honestly. So we'll see where that goes. But, right, most interesting thing about the panel, apart from the humorous sight of a flying car, which yes was an actual thing that happened at the panel. Oh, most of the stickers fell. But yeah, it was an interesting panel. Highlights, definitely glad we got the confirmation that it is in a parallel universe. You know, that had basically been the unconfirmed truth, was that this was a parallel universe the Fantastic Four was in. So it was good to get that confirmed. And yeah, saying that doesn't feel like a massive spoiler thing, because literally they're announcing it now. You know, why try to treat it as some big reveal, unless, I don't know, it's actually the MCU. But I think that we're just getting a straight up unless we're getting just a straight up MCU Fantastic Four movie, I don't really see where this would where this would apply. But I have seen the drawings, not the drawings, the concept art. They look pretty cool. So I'm interested. It's definitely, I think it's definitely the Marvel project I'm looking forward to the most next year. So, but I mean, you know, if there was a Loki season 3 or something that people had been wanting, you know, that would have been the title for sure. Okay, I actually wrote a bunch of this stuff down. Let's see. Oh, we didn't get any Blade news. I was saying we're probably gonna get something to do with Blade, but you know, we didn't get anything. Now maybe something happens in Deadpool. I don't know. Like I said, no spoilers. I've not seen the movie. Just spitballing. But you know, someone's gonna have to check without spoiling Deadpool if there is spoilers in there. Is Mahershala Ali still signed up to do Blade? We're gonna have to check. I'll check myself after Deadpool. I bet anyone here has watched Deadpool. If there's anything in there about it, it's probably like, I don't know. I'm just assuming that we could get something. It would be kind of funny. Ryan Reynolds loves to spoof things, so I can see him easily. It's an easy assumption that maybe he makes some kind of joke about how long Blade's been in development. Because, I mean, that movie's been in development since. The movie's been in development for a while. Actually, a while is an understatement. That movie's been in development since 2019. So yeah, I think we're probably going to get some kind of Blade joke in Deadpool. So, but we didn't find out anything about Blade, which makes me think it's probably canceled. Or who knows, maybe it's now part of that rumored Midnight Suns project. Or, you know, has become that rumored Midnight Suns project. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see where it goes, because that's definitely one of Marvel's most troubled productions at the moment. So, yeah, we'll see where it goes, but honestly, right now, I wouldn't be shocked if at D23 or something, Marvel's just like, yeah, we canceled Blade. That movie was going nowhere. That's where I think we're going with that, is D23, we're going to see them announce Blade's been canceled. But that did lead me to think, are there other Marvel projects that have also probably been canceled? Yeah. Young Avengers, like I had said. You know, this was never even really confirmed until the Marvel's post-credit scene, and that movie did so horribly that Marvel might try to distance themselves and say, yeah, that's not going anywhere. Now, that being said, maybe we'll get some sort of what if episode on a Young Avengers team, but at this point, I think that project's dead. Right? I think that project is dead, buried, in the water, gone, dead on arrival, basically. Okay, so I mean, that might be a little bit extreme, but yeah. Another one, I think. Ooh, we got the announcement of Armor Wars, right? I'm excited for that project if it does happen, right? Focusing on an original Marvel character, not original to the MCU, but original since day one, basically. All right, and I thought Secret Invasion, not Secret Wars. I thought Secret Invasion was a little bit boring. Honestly, that was my big issue with it. That in the final episode, because it had a very good first episode. But I was just kind of bored. Also disappointed. I really thought Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. characters were going to show up in that show. So yeah. But right, I think that we're gonna. I think we're getting something. I think that we are going to see Armor Wars either get. They got to do it at D23, right? They got to say, hey, look, this is going into. If they don't have any shot of this being in the multiverse saga and not a weird remnant, they gotta announce that this thing is on the ground. We're about to start filming. They gotta do this at D23, right? Or else there will be no time to make Armor Wars, especially with the fact they've already got a bunch of stuff already filmed and the release slate filled up big time. Now, where is this thing? Where's this piece? So I think Young Avengers, Blade, and Armor Wars have been canceled for the strict reason of if they were going to film these, they would need to start doing that today to have them out for Secret Wars. Unless they want to make them the cheapest things ever in a Blade movie made on a cheap budget. That would not go well. A cheap-looking Blade movie. It looks like it was shot by a, high school film student. That could be the vibe they go for. I mean, a found footage Blade movie might be slightly interesting. But yeah, I think that Blade's probably canceled. All right. I got a paper back here, that's what I'm checking. Oh, Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars. So I was in my video on the aftermath of Comic-Con. I talked so much about Robert Downey Jr. returning. I didn't really talk about anything else. And here's what I think in regards to the announcement. I think the Russos returning is very exciting, right? They directed some incredible Marvel movies and Civil War. I did discuss this actually in that video, but I was very brief about it. I'm excited by it. Also, with them returning, I know this is a crazy one, so let me throw this out there. But to be fair, I have also thrown out the craziest Marvel theory ever, which is Bill Cipher is going to destroy the MCU. Which kind of seems doubtful, but it was always doubtful. Anyway. But could we see, maybe there's a scene where they're falling through different universes. Could we see the actors of Community? Right? Could we see stars of Community reprising their roles? Because they have gotten cameos in prior Marvel projects. Ken Jeong was in Endgame. This would be taking the cameo thing to a whole new level, but at the same time, it would be really funny it would be a funny thing to do. You know, maybe even have Doctor Doom do a full invasion of Greendale. That's the school from Community. I could legitimately see this being a thing. Maybe even in the Community movie. The oh, Darkest Timeline. Oh, that gets solved. What? Doctor Doom? Okay. That's a little out there, but still, that would be funny. That would be the funniest move. Right? The Russos have a deep and rich history with Community, the show. And so I think it'd be kind of funny for their final, what could be their final Marvel movie, or final set of Marvel movies, to just hit the ground running with Community. But, oh, here's Doctor Doom's first appearance. Boom, it's in the Community movie. Boom, he's going to kill everyone. Okay, now I don't want to see Doctor Doom kill everyone, but my favorite Community character is already dead. So either way, that's a little bit of an out there one, but I thought of it and thought, okay, I gotta share that with you guys. Okay. But I mean, you know, just kind of a funny thought. We'll leave it there. We'll leave it as a funny what if scenario. And if I'm right about that, then I don't know. Everyone on Earth has to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay. Also, with the Doctor Doom news, I think that it kind of solidifies the fact that Spider-Man is probably going to be the one to end the multiverse saga in a very I am Iron Man from Avengers Endgame style way. Right? He defeats the guy who's taken the face of his mentor. I could see that actually being what happens now. They wanted to give him a big role. Having him be the one that pulls off the big climactic climax, honestly, it should be someone from the Infinity Saga or a legacy character, in my opinion. And yeah, I prefer other characters over Tom Holland's Spider-Man. If it was going to be Spider-Man, I'd say, have be Andrew Garfield. Give him that big moment. But you're bringing back Robert Downey Jr. to play the main villain, right? It would really make sense for it to be Spider-Man. And, you could bring in a live-action Miles Morales, which everyone seems to want. Plus, that way, you can't say that Tom Holland wound up going down like a wimp to the Green Goblin when, he stood up and survived a fight against, if they're doing a full-on 2015 Secret Wars, it'd be like, really? He survived? In the comics, Secret Wars, Doctor Doom becomes so OP, he's literally labeled as God Emperor. So, it's going to be really hard to believe that the Spider-Man that went up against God Emperor Doom dies to the Green Goblin. That's just my take on the matter. You give Spider-Man a big send-off. Maybe you can have a Miles Morales. Maybe he starts training him in Spider-Man 4. And then you do the big thing. You have the role reversal where you have now Spider-Man as the mentor figure defeating the main villain, setting up a new Spider-Man to carry on. Honestly, I think that's probably the best way to go about that. Let's see, so Okay. Alright, where is this going? This is going... There we go. So, yeah, I think that's what we're going to get. Alright. So, next up, my next review series is going to be Back to the Future. We're changing subjects completely here. Yeah, I'm going to be reviewing Back to the Future. I was going to discuss it during the stream, and then I thought that would be doing a disservice to one of the greatest movie trilogies of all time. So I figured, let's just save it. Let it be its own series. Just realized that I didn't put that on. Okay, so yeah. Bear with me for a second. I've got to stream this perfectly. Not, live streaming. I've got to thread this perfectly. Okay, go through. Okay. Uh-huh. There we go. And slide on through. And that is fit. There we go. Okay. In a fight with the door right now. Okay. And I switch it around before I even flip the page. Okay, there we go. And now we flip around, do the other side. But, yeah, Back to the Future will be my next review series, which is going to be pretty exciting. Like I said, in my opinion, one of the greatest trilogies ever made. So I figured just doing a small discussion would make sense. And that needs to go there. Let's mess that up. And all right, what's next on my thing? Oh yeah, so Doctor Who went interesting this year. Well, that was a weird way of putting it. All right, so the way that this season ended struck me as weird because I think I discussed this in one of my videos. Sutekh really seems like a villain worthy of a regeneration story. I thought, okay, this is a cool villain to bring back, but I think it should be for a regeneration story. It's not me being picky, right? The return was awesome. Execution maybe should have been a little bit more elaborate. But honestly, right, that's a regeneration story right there. Bringing back Sutekh. So what do you do now? This is the question that I think is the biggest one. Are they going to continue with this whole Pantheon angle that they're going with? Or, I don't know. Is this just going to be, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see where this goes. My opinion is I kind of want to see some sort of retaliation storyline amongst other members of the Pantheon of Discord, is what they've done. The Trickster or something, going after the Doctor as revenge could be a very interesting storyline. But another option is just to bring Sutekh back again, because, right, you have this interesting thing where technically you have two Sutekhs. Right, let's not forget that there's technically two, because the Doctor split the TARDIS in two at the end of the Giggle. Which means technically two Sutekhs. Right, maybe you can give Sutekh a little bit of a power boost and just say, oh yes, well, we already brought him back, but here's an even stronger version. I don't know, that would be funny. I think that's probably their most likely line of attack, is just say, yeah, we brought him back already, but this time he's been attached to TARDIS longer, he's more powerful, and honestly gives the option of having Sutekh as a season-long villain. Right? Which honestly maybe should have been. That reveal, honestly, maybe could have been the finale. You have this big secret threat built up throughout the season, which they did. And then, you think the villain's defeated, and the villain's just like, haha. And then unleashes Sutekh, and is like, oh no. And that's the whole next season, is more of a serialized approach, massive in scale battle against Sutekh. So, yeah, it's interesting. It is interesting to see where the next season will go. But that's my prediction, is I think we're getting some kind of a rematch, I think, is what we'll get. I think some villain out there is just like, oh, the Doctor doubled his TARDIS before defeating Sutekh. And these other ones were like, oh, really? Really? Tell me more. Tell me more about this. And it's just like, okay. And then, one of them goes up against Doctors, and Doctor's like, yeah, I beat you. Why are you laughing? The villain's like, you didn't think about it, but you doubled Sutekh. And then massive explosion, end of season. Yeah, if I ever ran Doctor Who, it might be slightly over dramatic, but actually that is a video I plan on doing, because what I would do with Doctor Who. I've seen a few other people do it on YouTube, but I got some interesting ideas. But another thing that happened is we got some Scream 7 news. The movie is officially set to be a story on Sidney Prescott. I mean, everyone knew this. I think with the return of Nev Campbell, she wouldn't be returning just for a little cameo or to be the opening kill, but doing a full Sydney story, that's exciting right there. So I'm excited to see what route we're going down, and I think everyone watching this stream knows the route that I want the movie to go down, which is the return of Stu. Just saying, that would be. I think that would be the best route to go down with the movie. But, we're getting all these returning faces, which is exciting. Kevin Williamson, the guy who wrote the first two and then the fourth movie. And then, we're getting Nev Campbell back. Courtney Cox is confirmed. And is apparently... Here's an interesting thing I read. Courtney Cox is apparently doing some big workouts. Because apparently she was like, you know what, I don't really want to get beat. I don't want to get beat up like that again. Probably, from her fight in Scream 7 with Ghostface. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to do a little bit of working out. Apparently with Jennifer Aniston. I just think it would be funny if Jennifer Aniston was in the movie. Please let that happen. That would be the funniest thing to do with the movie. It's just because Jennifer Aniston is technically in the Scream movies, right? Because she gets brought up in Scream 2. It's a brief moment, but it's a funny moment. So honestly, I would like to see some more returning faces. Is it too much to ask for Matthew Lillard to come back? I think everyone wants it. I think he wants it. Why not? Okay, let's see. So this is going to... Okay. But, they want to bring, that's the big thing. Bring back old characters. Please let Matthew Lillard act like an insane maniac again in a Scream movie, and I will be happy. Also, I wouldn't mind a whole Matthew Lillard-led Scream movie. I actually gave this as a pitch for an alternative Scream 7. Where is the blue tiles? That's not good. I apparently do not have any more blue tiles. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. Ooh. Oh. One. Oh, okay. I get it. But I mean, yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see where the new movie goes. Apparently filming is set to start this year. December. So, Christmas spree, essentially. Just don't make it cringy and have the subtitle be, I don't know, something along the lines of "Have yourself a merry little ghost face" or something. That would be cringy Is that still a term? Is cringy still a term that people use? I don't know what a lot of the things that people say mean. Just gonna be honest. Okay. And boom. Okay. We are approaching the end of the bag. This is bag 10. So after this, it's all the customizing. And in case you didn't watch the first stream, I'm doing the Back to the Future 3 model. It does not. Okay. So we actually haven't done a lot of stickers lately, but I think a lot of that is going to come with the customizing, honestly. So okay. What do you guys think about the rumored not Back to the Future? On the topic of remakes, what do you guys think about the rumored It's a Wonderful Life remake? I'm honestly, I don't know. I like the first one, the original. I mean, if you could make, I don't know. I don't really like the idea of rebooting it just to reboot it. The news came along with an announcement that The Wizard of Oz was also getting a reboot. But it's honestly, It's a Wonderful Life that I care more about because that is the one that I've actually watched. But regardless, I got way off topic. Okay, so yeah, it's interesting to see where that's going to go. But on the upside, we're blazing through this thing. Let's see, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, wow, okay. Did it. Boom. 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 Okay. Are we about to? Yes. We're building the side things now. We're building little extras. Oh, excuse me. But, yeah, this is a very detailed set. Very detailed set. Okay. So, Lego Winter Village, we'll probably be hearing the rumor of what it is. The last few years, I've thought it's going to be I've believed it would be a police station, because I thought it would make sense to have a police station and the fire station side by side, but we obviously have not gotten a police station yet. I think we could see that. I think it'd be cool to do one. But I don't know. I mean, that's my main thought. We've had a toy shop in 2009. We had the bakery in 2010. We had the post office in 2011. Yeah, we had the post office in 2011. We had the market in 2012. We had in 2013 we had the cottage. 2014 Santa's workshop. I don't own a lot of these older ones, so hence why I'm just kind of skimming through them. Yeah, I'm skimming through a lot of the older ones. Then you've got the bakery remake. Then you've got the train. I really want that train. That's an incredible set right there. That Winter Village train. Then you've got the... Oh, that goes here. But yeah, the train is a set I really like. Really love to have that set one day. Plan on getting it one day. But yeah. Okay. 7. We got something in the is this 7, 8? I don't know. We got something in the chat. But yeah, we got the train, then we got the station, then we got the sets that I have. All right, the fire station, very good set. The gingerbread house is one of my favorites. Honestly, it's an incredible set. Then you've got the Elf Clubhouse, which I think is a little weak personally. Still a good set, just not great. Are we really not supposed to have that? Seems like were we supposed to have that on the other side? Let me check. That doesn't. Yeah, we were supposed to have this thing on the other side. The little underneath part. Yeah, we're supposed to have this over here. I was thinking that's weird. But yeah, I don't know. I think it'll be a train, not a train station. I think it'll be a police station. I think that's what will be the next Winter Village set is a police station, because it seems like the obvious thing that they haven't done yet, right? Oh, well, after the Elf Clubhouse, we got the Santa's Visit, which is a pretty good set. Then we've got the Main Street, which is an incredible set. You know, I thought they were never going to top. They were never going to top the Gingerbread House. It's going to go down as the best. I think very clearly the best is going to go down as the Main Street, I think. Okay, so we've got a few steps to go with, and then we get to customize. Because one of the exciting things about this set is that you can go ahead and customize it. We're going through this sucker quickly because we're at an hour in. Yeah, by the point we had already finished up 2 bags, we were like, you know, much further behind. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Alright, so I want to say, going back to Scream earlier, one thing a lot of people want to see is Sidney become Ghostface. I don't really like this idea. I mean, I kind of think this is why we're doing this whole thing with Melissa Barrera's character, was so that we could see a main character become Ghostface. But ultimately speaking, I don't think Sidney would. Here's the thing, right? I think they might have thought about doing this for Scream 3. There were a lot of production delays and difficulties with that movie. I think that maybe they threw around the idea of making Sidney Ghostface before thinking, well, I mean, who's going to fight Ghostface then? Is probably what I think they figured. Yeah, the attempt to frame Sidney for the Ghostface spree of Scream 3. I think that's going to be as close as we get to Sidney as Ghostface. Trying to find the pieces that I need for this. Okay, where is it? Just this? I'm guessing. Yeah, it has that shiny tint to it. Mm-hmm. I do not see the shiny pieces. And it's not in the bag either. So maybe it is just supposed to be these. Alright, let's see. Still kinds of weird because technically speaking, looks like I'm missing a few of these pieces. Okay. Because we've got these, but it's supposed to be the smooth ones. Is that right? Yeah, it's supposed to be the smooth ones. So, where are they? Okay, that's not good. Looks like I've got some missing pieces here. I'll tell you what, I'll come back to these later if I find anything. Okay. Yeah, out of any piece to fall on the ground, it's the transparent ones that are the most annoying. Okay, where is it? Okay, so I'm gonna need that, but I need another piece. Did I get one that wasn't filled right? Because this, I don't see this piece. Huh? It should be in here. But I do not see it. Did I not get... Am I going to have to order pieces to finish this? Because I legitimately cannot see these pieces. Is there anything in the chat saying where the pieces are? Nope. Can't just... I mean, I could skip that part of the build. Unless... I mean... Okay, how about this? I come back to that in a minute. I come back to that in a minute. And I work on the rest of the set. That way the stream doesn't turn into me staring at this. Am I literally missing part from every single thing? Let's see. Oh. I was dumb. I did not realize that there was an extra bag 11. This probably has the missing pieces that I need, and the pieces that were just driving me slowly, very slowly, insane. There we go. Yeah, I forgot that there was a bag 11 to this, so... Yeah. Well, I forgot there was 2 bag 11s. That gives me an idea for a new title for this stream: Losing My Mind, Finishing the Lego DeLorean. You know, honestly, I don't hate that title. Legitimately, for what the last few minutes of this stream has had, Losing My Mind, Finishing the Lego DeLorean, not the worst idea in the world for a title. Okay. All right, here we go, making good progress. Got it going again after I uncovered the pieces that were slowly causing me to lose my marbles. Where's this other piece? Here we go again. Okay. There it is. Yeah, hit it. All right. To build that and then for it to attempt to destroy the DeLorean, I'm not putting that thing on there. Okay. Right. Okay, so actually I need to be doing 2 of these simultaneously. Alrighty, we're approaching the customizing part, which I think is the part everyone wants to see. Okay. Go. Okay. Alrighty. Who else is excited to see me customize this sucker? If you weren't paying attention earlier, doing the Back to the Future 3 model. Okay. And then slide that in, boom. Okay. Let me try to get this stuck in there. Why is this not going on? Oh. Wait. Hey, a second. Where's my bag of extra pieces? It's Houston. I've uncovered an error. Give me a second. Bag of pieces. Yep. Jones bag of pieces. I covered what my mistake was for why I was not connecting. That's the good news. Bad news. It's right there. Is that I had the wrong part on there. For that one in particular. All right, not the other one, just that one. Okay. And now should go on there perfectly. Okay. All right, now I just got to do that with one other one. Okay. Where is it? Go. And boom. Alrighty. The way I see it, if you're going to build a time machine into a car, why not do it with some style? So, I'm going with the Back to the Future 3 one. 1 and 2 might be a little more iconic, but I like the design of 3 more. So let's what page am I heading for? I'm heading for page 266. Okay. So a lot of people are like, no, you bought this big set, you're using it on the one from the weakest movie. First of all, I think 2 is the weakest movie. But also I like the design of the car from 3. Right, I think it's the most visually, it's the one that stands out the most visually. There are some sets that people get multiples of if there's a build your own or, multiple choice. I don't think I'm going to do that personally. I don't think I'm going to get multiple DeLoreans, build an army of time machines, which could be fun. Could make for a fun thumbnail. Be like, I have an army of time machines. Fear me. That would be a fun video title. Subscribe or I'll erase you from existence. But no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. That would be a funny video title. But no, I'm not buying multiple DeLoreans. I don't have Elon Musk levels of money. All right, where is the other one? There's supposed to be another one of these. Let's see. Okay. Yes, there's supposed to be multiples. Okay. Okay. So where are you, little piece? Did it fall down? Did not fall down. Okay. Let's see. There it is. It was under that white piece. Okay. All right. All right. And there we go. Yeah. And I put it on the wrong way. Okay. So now that it's there, I'm going to assume that we just go and plop it down, right? Nope. So look, I know it's inaccurate, but I want to do the classic, iconic, out-of-time license plate for the Back to the Future 3 model. So I'll think about it. Might go that route. We'll see. Well, we're about to see, because that's actually the next step, is license plate. Okay. Alrighty then, we are approaching the 90-minute mark. And we've only just started the customizing. Actually, this still really is okay, wait. Oh no, that was okay, looks like I gotta attach the thing now. So, can't because of those. Let me see. Okay. Man, this is a painful one. It's extremely fragile. It said choose your license plate. You know, several bags ago, not right now. Finishing the DeLorean might have just turned into breaking it. Okay. This thing's rough. Good grief. This thing. Oh, well, that would be a reason. Is maybe I'm trying to put it in the wrong way. There we go. Now. Reattach. Okay. Okay. Oh boy, that was. You're kidding me. The thing's on the wrong way. I'm not redoing that. I am just. This is going to have a license plate that popped out because that is insanely difficult to put on there. If I try to put it back on, then that would actually, yeah, that would be, that would not be fun. So, it's gonna be like it is at the end, near the beginning of the first one, even though it is the Part 3 model, where it has no license plate. I'll just pop the license plate beside it because this thing It's a great set, don't get me wrong. That popped out somewhere. Oh, yeah, okay, I know where that popped out. Actually, it seems like this is more stable without this. So, okay, I was looking for that and this. We are going through this puppy. This sucker will be done tonight. Okay. Go. Okay, we're attaching parts on to... Okay. That's how it goes, except... Hey. There we go. Go. Yeah. Alrighty. There we go. We are making progress. Okay. Right. There we go. There we go. And there we go. So yeah, like I was saying, I like the third Back to the Future movie. You know, I personally think... Am I still working on the one from the third movie? I am. I forgot it. Yeah, of course it has Mr. Fusion. But yeah, I like the third movie. I think it's a very good movie. I think it's very underrated, right? I personally prefer it to Back to the Future Part 2. And the trilogy as a whole is, I think, one of the greatest movie trilogies ever made. I legitimately think it's better. I get some hate for this. I think it's better than the original Star Wars trilogy, personally. It's a very good trilogy. Okay. Okay. So we've got... Now we're currently building the Mr. Fusion device, most commonly associated with Back to the Future Part 2, but it is in the third one. It just doesn't really play a role in the third one. Because they got one of the big parts about Back to the Future 3 is them trying to come up with a way to power the DeLorean since they don't have gas. You know, no gas. No time travel. You know, how are you going to pull it off? The answer is pretty genius, I think. But I'm not going to spoil it in case you haven't seen it. Spoiler, Back to the Future talk will come when the review does. Okay. We've got that. That. And get this. Almost forgot. Put it on the top of there. Now, I put it on the wrong way. Go. And now we build the big part. Okay. There we go. You don't know what I mean by the big part. Well, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's the big part right here. All right. Go. All right. Go. This is going to be about the same length as the first stream, I believe. If I had to guess. So anyone hoping for a quicker stream, you are unfortunately wrong. Okay. Let's see. We need wait. There. All right. Need this piece here. And where is the other piece? There it is. All right. Next up. Yeah, a few years ago they actually had Back to the Future Part 2 back at the movies. Yeah, it was crazy because it really showed that they were way off in, you know, how it would be today, well, 2015, compared to, you know, back then. And where is it? Where is this piece? It's not this way, is it? Can I use that? Can? Because it looks like it. Okay. Stick that there. Put that in there. Yep. Then strap in. Okay, boom. then that there. This will go here and there. This there. Wait. Almost forgot this. That goes there, and then boom. Now, almost done with the car itself. So I got a couple of things to do first. Okay. So now this put it in there. That gets wrapped around there, and that goes there. So now there we go. Now, tire assembly. Please don't drive me. Okay. Right. And that there. I am going to be, at the end of this stream, announcing what my next live stream project is. And don't worry, it's smaller than the DeLorean. It'll be should be an easy one stream build. So I think you guys will like it. Okay. All right. So it's the same side. So I'm going to put that in there. That's one wheel. Now I rinse and repeat other wheels. Okay, let's try. There we go. All right. And then gotta slide that in. There we go. Yeah, okay. There we go. Almost missed a step. I ignored that step. I'm going to put this down before I break it. There we go. Which means the stand is the last part of the set. Which to me is kind of weird. I really think the stand should have happened before you actually start on the DeLorean, personally. All right. Okay. And then the final tire is on. And just like that, we have one completed time machine. Now, stand. We're almost there. We're going to get a little bit of a longer stream today than the other day, but I think you guys are okay with that, with finishing the DeLorean. I don't know, all kinds of weird. Okay. There we go. And next step. Okay, why is it showing that? Oh, that's to show the hover feature. Now it's actually showing Doc with his screaming face, Doc Brown, but I prefer to have this cool face. There we go. Back to the Future Time Machine is finished. All of these extra pieces are just that. I am going to put the out of time sticker on here because I am going to display it with both license plates. There we go. So now you have both license plates, almost as if they fell off during the DeLorean's test run. So, either way, I'm thinking about actually taking the DeLorean and putting it on that shelf right there, where the Gargantos set is, the Doctor Strange Gargantos set. That way it's a little bit more of something interesting that stands out a little bit more than a tentacle monster. But, let's be honest, if you're still watching, it's because you want to know what the next stream is going to be, right? Right? You really want to know what it is at this point. If you watch the building of the stream across the two streams, the start stream and the finishing stream, you're ready to just know what this next thing is. First, the stream is almost time. But the next live stream will be Lego set 43217, The Up House. Yeah, out of the Lego 100 Years of Disney, there's only two sets I was really interested in, and it's this set and the Walt Disney camera. I don't own the Walt Disney camera yet, but I do know that I wanted this set, so I figured, now let's check the result of that poll. We're going to end the poll, and we got one vote. Do you like Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom? Yes, 100% with one vote. Either way, this live stream, like the DeLorean itself, is out of time. That's it for this stream. Why don't you go check out my other ones? I've done a couple other streams. Bye. Okay.